Hey Dad, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, I'm checking the oil on the grain truck, getting ready to sell it and just looking it over real good. What are you up to?
I'm just gonna watch you do this because I need to learn how to do it.
You need to learn how to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you know where the blinker fluid is?
No idea.
You no idea where the blinker fluid's at?
No.
Oh,
This is why I'm learning.
oh, okay. Well, I'm having trouble finding the blinker fluid myself. I asked Alex and he didn't know where it was. You want to see if you can find it?
I doubt I could.
Okay, well, let's just see if you can find the blinker fluid. I'll take you out. And, what's maybe that thing back there?
I can't reach that.
Well, I think that's for the brakes. Yeah. Maybe in here, you know. What do you think? What do you think that's for?
I don't know.
That's for water and antifreeze. Oh, maybe right here. Here's an opening right there. What do you think that's for?
The
Engine oil. That's for the engine oil, I bet you. Yeah, that's what I was just checking right there. Let's look over there. Oh, maybe down there. Yeah, no. They hide that blinker fluid pretty well, don't they?
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Vanessa, can I tell you something?
Sure.
You're in driver's ed, right?
I was. I passed the class.
You passed the class?
Uh-huh.
Well, did they tell you that there's no place to put blinker fluid, that blinker fluid does not exist?
No, they didn't actually.
They didn't really. It's amazing.
We didn't get a chance
There
to
you
look
go.
under the hood of a car.
Oh, you did. You passed without looking under the hood of a car.
We were going to, but we had to work on the finance.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. We used to haul hogs with the grain truck. You know that?
No.
Yeah. Your grandfather used to raise pigs, and I used to raise pigs, and we used to take them in the market in the grain truck. You know, we'd have a load and shoot, and we'd load them up and take them in the market. And we had this hog shocker, you know, because they were stubborn. They didn't want to go up in there. And I was in the load and shoot, shocking the hog. It wouldn't move, an old boar hog, you know, big son of a gun. It would not go up there. And boy, your grandfather showed that hog who was the boss. There was an old axe handle laying there or something. And he got to beating that hog with that, broke it over. But that son of a gun, it went right up in the loader chute. He meant business.
Grandpa's kind of scary, so.
Yeah. Well, you know, this is a Grandpa Red, not.
I know.
Oh yeah. Anyway, out there in the old barn where we used to raise hogs, you know, him and my brother went out there one night to feed the hogs, and he was a little tipsy. He had been to the bar, Grandpa had, and he went to step over the hog panels, and he got his britches leg caught on there. Ended up falling right down in the hog shit.
Oh,
rolling
gross.
around, lost his glasses and everything.
That's nasty.
Yeah, and my brother was taking him to the house, kind of leading him, you know, old blind grandpa to the house since he broke his glasses. And about halfway to the house, my brother just up and leaves my grandpa to wander to the house itself, run in the house, busted out telling Grandma, Grandpa fell in the hog shit and can't see for shit. It was funny. And, yeah. You know, a lot of people, it's amazing, a lot of people talk about life out on the farm, but it's amazing that they talk about it, but they don't really have any stories about it. Kind of makes you think, you know, that they don't really live on a farm, you know.
Like they don't know anything?
Yeah, you hear all these songs on the radio, John Deere tractor, and John Deere harvester, and or International Harvester, that's what it is. And if you really listen to the song, it don't make a whole lot of sense. It's like they never drove an International Harvester, which is a combine. you know. And yeah, but yeah, there's lots of funny stories about when we were raising hogs, though. One day they were out wringing hogs' noses, but that's so they won't root down, you know. And put rings in the hogs' noses, and I was just real little. My brother was younger than me, and them hogs were squealing and going nuts and everything. And my brother and me got scared, and we run to the house. We thought them hogs were gonna eat us. So
Well, they eat anything, so.
yeah. So I got to the house before my brother, closed the door on him, locked the door. My thinking was, is the hogs will eat him and get full before they get to me. And I locked the door to make sure they couldn't get in. Well, that wasn't enough for me. I went on upstairs in my bedroom and I locked that door and put a few things in front of it just in case it did get in the house. And I figured they'd eat stuff in the kitchen before they got me. Anyway, my thinking was that they would eat everything else before they got to me and be full. And meanwhile, I see my younger brother out there. Like I said, we wasn't very old, you know. We didn't understand what was going on. And I look at my brother, and he's out there crying. And I felt sorry for him, so I went down and let him into the house. Poor kid, you know. And I remember the first time we used to catch pigs, and how you did that, you catch them by the back legs, you know. And you'd move them around, you know, when they were little. And Grandma and Grandpa told me to catch this pig. I wasn't very old, you know, and the pig was about 40 pounds. And I finally caught that pig by the back legs, and I was standing there, and that pig was jerking me, just jerking the heck out of it. I wasn't about to let it go. Finally, Grandma or Grandpa, I think it was Grandpa, come over there and grabbed the damn thing from me and put it over the fence where it belonged. Whew. I'll never forget my first experience catching a pig.
Scared?
Yeah. We were feeding hogs out there in the barn, you know, and Grandpa gave me a piece of plywood, you know, about this big. He says, I'm going to run that sow around there, and you hold this piece of plywood and direct her into the crate, you know. He says, now, you make sure you don't move, he said.
You moved, didn't you?
Well, that sow come around there just a boogieing, and I was holding that piece of plywood, and I had this little piece of plywood, and it was little skinny me, you know, and I was thinking to myself, that hog's gonna run me over. Grandpa had this cob pile. I dropped that piece of plywood, and up that cob pile I went. I was scared shitless, and yeah, he says, it wouldn't have run you over. You should have stood there and I just chewing my ass because I didn't stand there and let a 500-pound sow run me over. I'm pretty sure it would have killed me. Well, at least I was sure back then. You know, I did it a couple of times since then. And I ain't died yet.
That's a plus if you ain't dead yet.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you remember the last bunch of pigs we had out here? We had 40 pigs, you know.
Yeah.
And I had my bad knee, you know, so we were loading the pigs, and that pig hit my knee when we were trying to load it. I thought I was dead. I did. It knocked my knee. I fell down.
You overreact a lot, don't you?
Overreact? That fucking hurt. 240-pound pig, you know, which is, you know, 100 pounds more than I weigh. That tends to hurt. Anyway, yeah. Kind of be sorry to see this truck go. You know, me and Dad bought this truck several years ago, but you know he's kind of retired from farming, so time to let it go. You know, do a little farming, but what I can do, you know, if I ever need to get rid of anything, I'll, you know, buy a wagon or have it custom done or whatever. But anyway, want to see how it runs? Oh, it runs pretty nice. That's nice. I did a little this and that Alright, well, you better go play, kiddo. I got shit to do, so
Alright.
I love you.
Love it too.
Mhm.
Bye.